Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
Turan. Now Davids. Vieira. Saka. Nicely shaped ball. Rummenigge.
And he's straight offside.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. That pass isn't the best.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No way through. Pull it. Neymar. And that's been intercepted. Nedved. Can he spark a counter here? Threads one in. And it's Lahm. Brilliantly cut out. He's not got that quite right. Looking for up. Tries a shot! It's hit the upright. And that was very necessary. Pull it with a definite fell there. Quality ball. Ibrahimovic going after that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's in a great position here. And they've managed to get rid.
Lahm drives it in.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now, can they get him away? And they can counter here. Neymar running at top gear.
And he was alert to it.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And it's Gullit. Gullit going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, it's a great... It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Probing pass. Davids makes a move down the right.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Nedved.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Vieira. Tries to play it through.
Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Gullit. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Gullit. Pirlo.
Out towards the flank.
Saka.
Oh, nice touch.
Now it's Nedved.
And this is Ibrahimovic.
Lahm has the space to scheme.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And that is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Please
so neither side yet off the mark.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Second period is underway.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Thuram.
Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Looking to play him in. Now it's Saka.
Real chance!
Oh, he's done it! A breakthrough! So late in the day! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Can he get on the end of this?
And this is Hullet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack.
Vietnam definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Ibrahimovic being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Spread out to the left. And it goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lahm.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Searching pass he's played there.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And here's the chance to counter. Lahm.
Nedved. And he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Hullet is herring after that one.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Hullet. Number 13, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 11,
Oh, it's come loose!
Neymar. Number 7,
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Number 26, Targets. Coming on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Ibrahimovic. Number 20, Bale. Number 19, Schneider.
Vietnam really
Number
are going
22,
for it here, Peter.
Petri.
Now it's just a matter
Number
of sustaining the
17,
effort.
Well, they're
Messi.
looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, he's decent chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's just beyond his reach. Chance, surely!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
have the chance to go the other way. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he can thump it away. Vietnam have reclaimed it.
Vietnam really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Great ball, and he's in here. Pirlo getting this one clear. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. It's a promising position. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Nedved.
Now he's got space here. Pull it. That's good play. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Now it's Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that is well cleared. And claimed it back swiftly. Great vision. Spread neatly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's found a way past. And now they can clear their lines. Ferdinand attempts a clearance. And here's Messi. Oh, that's nice.
Rummenigge is onto it in a flash.
And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Saka voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Is only permitted in designated
Any
areas
reflections
within
on what...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and welcome
all the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
Ferdinand does really well there, he is strong. Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So, a breakthrough already. Gullit, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're quick to get it back. Gullit. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Gullit. Looking for the run. And this is Gullit. Tar did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Desai is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Rummenigge has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems. Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Davids. Up towards the front line. Well timed, excellent interception. Rummenigge. Showing good feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lahm.
This is the time you need that pace.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Eto'o! In he goes again! Goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Davids.
Oh, good read.
Mbappe.
Looking for options for movement. He's onside. Oh, well played, well played.
Gullit, renowned for his long-range shooting.
Thuram.
That's a lovely pass. Rummenigge finds himself offside. Vietnam have it back and can go again. Spread to the right. Davids.
Cristiano Ronaldo,
A player who needs no introduction. Now who's going to be first to this? Mbappe. Here's Vieira.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to gift it back. That'll be a throw-in. And he thumps it clear. Very nicely done. And that signals the end of the first period. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And we are back underway. And this is Eto'o, just eases him off the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. And this is Eto'o. Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe. Oh, can he get onto this? Lahm. Chooses to go cross-field. But it's Thuram. Nicely aimed pass. Lahm has the space to scheme. Towering header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Van der Sar claims it, safe hands. Cristiano Ronaldo, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Tries a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
And it's Gullit. Looking to play him in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And he's had it nicked away. Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision. That's a cute ball. And now they can clear their lines. Oh, takes a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So changes afoot here, and from both
Messi.
sides.
Coming on to replace him is number 11, Nedved. Substitution.
Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Eto'o, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Can he get it through? He's shifting through the gears here. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
There's the header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries from distance. Yeah. Now it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's tidy. Pelé has got himself a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Keeper's dealt with that. Struck first time. Now it's Eto'o. Davids. And that has been slung wide. Bale going face to face with his great rival. Eto'o.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Nedved. Lahm, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. This might spell danger. That's an imaginative pass. That's going wide left.
Might want to be careful there.
And he's there to make the challenge. Now then, the ball's come loose. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Pele. Done delicately. That is a brilliant interception. And it's Lam.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 22, Gullit. Number 17, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 3,
Vieira.
Marcel Desailly. Coming on the field, number 14,
Vieira charging
Number
forward, the
15,
ball at his feet.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 13, Nesta.
4 extra minutes added on.
Has been indicated.
Now that looks a decent ball. Lovely, now then. And Messi! And it's Vieira. Nedved. That's surely a foul, free kick. And that's going to be a booking. And that will be it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your reflections then, Jim?
Manchester United certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match that
and
will
welcome
really
to
get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Davids. Nicely shaped ball. Dink through.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
And it's Gullit.
Good run through the middle, but he needs support.
It's a searching pass. Davids. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Big chance, corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's managed to get rid. And that's a dangerous ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Mbappe.
Now that looks a decent ball. Gullit looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Pirlo does really well to win the ball there. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Gullit.
Eto'o.
And he's had it nicked away. Nesta. Well read, nice interception. Nicely worked. Eto'o picks it up out wide. And he's Gullit! Goal! Manchester United! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And he gets rid in a hurry. But they've got it again. Davids. Knocks it out wide.
Vietnam definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Eto'o. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. He's in a great position here. Half an hour played now. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Gullit. Oh, good take in a good area. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Davids, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a promising position.
Cross from Maldini. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Vieira is in a really good position out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chance here to counter. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Pull it. Quality ball. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. That's tidy. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Davids. Nedved. Ferdinand demonstrate. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Manchester United can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Down to business again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Cross to the back post. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Pull it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's definitely not his best. Rummenigge in the hunt and looking threatening. Davids. Davids. Here's Nedved. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
No way through there. Tries to pass it through.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. Ibrahimovic under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And it's Davids. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Vietnam really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break.
He's rising! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lahm. And this is Eto'o.
Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 8, Gullit. Coming on the field is number 4, Bellingham. Substitutions taking place.
Ibrahimovic! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Bellingham, who is really short on confidence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He steps in, and that's the end of that. This looks... shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Davids. Tries one from range! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Ibrahimovic receives it in a good position here. Tries to play it through. Ibrahimovic. The ball has bounced loose now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He might be in here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cruyff. Pelé. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Davids.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely weighted ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
2 added minutes has been
Ferdinand
indicated.
gets it away. Can he get it through? Bale. Great vision. Pings it across. Oh, great leap! He will be livid with himself.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So here comes the substitution.
Nedved, number 10.
And that'll be the end of that. Manchester United have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I was
And a quick
expecting
reminder
this game
today
to be
that
put to bed.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Against Manchester United.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Lam. Vieira deals with that comfortably. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That has not gone well. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, he's goal side. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
Decent chance! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. First quarter of an hour gone. Opts for safety. Ibrahimovic might just make this.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's ended up in no man's land. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been cut out, well played. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Manchester United, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Backward it goes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now that's well seen too. Thuram. Vieira. Aimed beyond the defence. Pull it. It's Saka. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Lam. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, this looks sharp. And they're back on the ball again. Thuram. Looking for options for movement. He can run onto that. That's good play. And it's Pedri. Vieira. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pedri. And the finish!
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing it.
Mbappe! Oh, crossbar! Ronaldinho. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oh, what a ball! Ibrahimovic, can he spark a counter here? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nedved. It's Pedri. Nedved. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Pedri. Tries to pass it, goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Ferdinand clears it away. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Ours, of course.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester United really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's a shade optimistic. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Ronaldinho clears. Ibrahimovic. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Not the most accurate pass. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Vieira. He's a sharp little ball here. He's had a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, good finish. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was...
Oh, what a mistake! And it's Lam. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Now that looks a decent ball. He is through here! And a header! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
80, Ronaldinho. Coming on the field, number 25.
Bale.
Eto'o. Number 11.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Taking place.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that pass isn't the best. Quality ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Lahm making good progress. And a chance! And it's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Half an hour gone in the second half. Here's a chance! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Manchester United have their lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out. Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Gullit does really well to win the ball there. Look at the space here, and Gullit! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Gullit just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7, Bukayo Saka. Coming on to replace him is number 18,
Mbappe!
Substitution in progress.
And that would have been game, set and match.
Mbappe really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Manchester United are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And it's lofted through here. Just 5 minutes remaining now. He's found a way through.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, that was vital. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Lahm is there to clear. Desperate defending required here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Gullit. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Stood up well to him there. Pass somewhat off target. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. They really do have to make something of... Tries one from range! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. He's having a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.